Only good things can happen when we have a red sports car and $3 million to put into it. But to start, maybe let's just do the engine. And then it's really just business as usual, killing as many things as we possibly can while destroying as many things as we possibly can. You'd think for something that looks like a sports car, it would be a little bit faster to start, but I bet it's gonna get there. Didn't make it hugely far, but did earn lots of money. So with that, we're gonna add a little bit of boost. Boost is all we ever need. Now we have like a Lamborghini with a giant jet on the back, so that basically means we can go a little bit faster. And if we do it at the right time, we can fly a long ways. I went slightly further than last time, but only earned $2.4 million, which is still quite a lot. So all we need is a little more fuel tank and off we go to grind up some money. Pretty sure if I hit the jets here, yeah, I knew something would happen. You think for all those achievements I would get more than $3 million, but I guess that's fine, we can just do things the slow way. $5 million. So for now I'm just gonna buy a little more fuel because that's gonna get us further to earn more money to put more crap on my car. And so far that seems to be working pretty good. We're able to kill that many more things, and that's always enjoyable. What do you think is down below? Apparently nothing. We were so close to the money crate, but we did save up $25 million, so let's buy some weight redistribution. Also a little bit of armor, and then maybe also some tires. On top of that, let's accelerate faster and improve fuel efficiency. We spent $25 million and got barely any upgrades, but look at our car. So this should work a little better. We're gonna plow through the zombies that much quicker, and we're gonna be a little bit higher off the ground. I can already feel this has actually made quite a difference. The zombies can probably feel that too. And we should finally have the fuel to make it through the money crate, so that's gonna help. And we ran out of fuel going downhill, so we're really cheating this one now. Almost made it all the way to the gas station with my half a car. $14 million for doing whatever that was. So with $14 million, we're just gonna buy a whole bunch of boost. And then we're just gonna continue to obliterate zombies because that's just very satisfying. So let's see what 8,000 pounds of boost does going downhill. Feel like we're moving pretty quick. And we made it through the gas station. Even that was worth $10 million. So let's buy more weight redistribution. Now we're gonna plow through things even easier. Plus we get new zombies to work with. And as fun as they are, I'm mostly just looking for the money crates at this point. I just passed one, but I don't know how to get up there. Probably lots of boost. Speaking of boost, this is probably a fine time to use all of it. These levels look like they're gonna maybe get a little bit challenging. So let's add more maximum speed. I feel like we're gonna need to get elevated and maybe a little more fuel. So there's the one money crate, and I know where it is now so I can boost to it next time. Pretty sure that was... Might have got it wrong again. Sometimes things takes me a few tries. Luckily, I've got way too much time on my hands, so I always get it eventually. Definitely gonna need to upgrade my tires to deal with this kind of stuff. But $15 million for that single run, now watch the tires. They get bigger and burlier. And because there's so many hills, let's also do the acceleration. This clearly looks like the car we started with. I can definitely feel the difference that makes just from the acceleration. Probably gonna need some more armor for this car because we're starting to run into a lot of crap and that's very bad for the paint. Definitely also need more boost. $20 million, which basically means more boost. And some fuel, which doesn't really make a difference on my day-to-day drives until I use the boost. But I'm gonna wait to find the perfect spot to use it, that way I can fly through most of the level. So let's try the tunnel this time. This must spit out at the money, so we're gonna boost on through this. Yeah, that worked out. And then it's just back to business as usual, climbing, ooh, another money crate. $30 million for a single run. So I guess let's go for the expensive upgrades, the engine and the transmission for more speed and acceleration. After that, we're already out of money, but not many upgrades left. Probably buy the gun at some point. But every one of those upgrades does make a considerable difference. I can actually feel each one. Looks like I'm actually gonna... maybe not. Well, there's the gas station. If it wasn't for all these clingers, we would have been there. Nothing a high-powered gun won't solve. I didn't really... Okay, we don't have a lot of bullets, so I would say we're gonna use them sparingly, but I don't really have a choice. We're just gonna shoot absolutely everything. That probably did save me enough, whoops, fuel right at the beginning that will make it to the end, provided I stop doing things like that. And also getting away from the clingers. I think this is the best part to use the boost because that stuff's very slow to climb otherwise. And then we can fly this far through the level. Also, my engine is broken, so we're gonna need more armor. Which armors the back of the car, but we'll pretend like that's important. Starting to collect a lot of clingers, but I think we're almost there, so we should be able to roll it in provided they don't get too heavy. There we go, you guys can come too if you want. $18 million with an average speed of 32 miles an hour. Still unsure why Florida is our destination. So let's upgrade our gun one more time, and then nothing else because suddenly we're poor with $9.5 million. But I bet this section of the level is going to be a lot of fun. So far, I'm not wrong. But I'm going to need to carry a little more speed for that part. And pretty much all these parts because I don't think I want to be in the bottom. I need to be up top where it's easiest. But I suspect every boost... Nope, that didn't work either. This is one of those times again when I need to be doing less thinking. But I did just find a money crate, so there's always that. We're out of fuel, but we're not out of boost. Good enough for me. Day 150 already, but that's $30 million. So let's see what we can do about these even bigger, better tires. And let's just go more max speed. I really like the size of these tires. We should be able to go over things a little bit easier. And since I really still don't know this level very well, I'm gonna hit the boost as soon as we start going uphill again because I wanna fly. So right about now it should probably work. Hey look, money, and we're going backwards. But that's another 30 million. So let's buy a few more boosts, and then that's probably all we can afford, but there's not too many upgrades left. So from here, I'll probably just grind it out until we get there because it's pretty easy to do now. So with all of our current upgrades, we can make it just about halfway through this section of the level. And with that, I've saved up $75 million, which isn't really as much as you'd think, but we're gonna buy the final weight redistribution so we can plow through things better, and maybe the max upgraded gun. Plus, we'll also do the extra armor because why wouldn't we? We now have a metal car with extra gas, but who wouldn't want a shiny metal car? So let's see how the metal car works. So far, so good. Only a few upgrades left, but at least we're nice and durable now so we can plow through all the crap in the world without really having to care. But I think this is going to be a new record depending on how far the boost carries us. Turns out when I do actually drive very lazily, I lose all my armor very quickly, so I do actually need to try. At least somewhat. Then I get impatient and just do this through the whole level. Because boost just makes everything better. But while we're here, I think we could probably max out our top speed. Now we can go as fast as possible, which just means more good times. I was so close, it's up there. And that's so weird how I didn't make it to it. My strategy of boosting through the whole level needs adjustment. I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere. So this is interesting. Alright, well we're gonna go up here then. And that'll do. So then let's max out our acceleration, and then we've only got boost and fuel tank to go. I really like that acceleration. That makes me feel good. That acceleration is nice, especially when I have to plow through zombies. They slow me down, but then I speed right back up again. So there we go. I remembered where it was. Now we're flying through the level. Wait, there was money back there. Must get the money crate. Not my most graceful landing. $54 million from a single run, which is definitely enough to finish off the boost. And we got $30 million left, which is almost enough to max this one out. So this is the final run on this basic upgrade car. Okay, we've got 25 million. We need 14, so that's an easy choice. Now we get the extra engine power. Fully upgraded. So now we're definitely extra quick. Now I can probably just cruise through to the end of the level without really having to try that hard. Good thing I have all that metal that's slowly falling off my car. Should probably try and run into less things on the front so I keep my saw longer, but that takes too much effort. Though I did lose all of my armor and I'm about halfway to the end. And the more I notice it, the more parts I'm losing, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to boost through most of this. And somehow this is actually working pretty good. I just got the achievement for Pro Zombie Smasher. I don't know how many I had to smash to get here, but it's been a lot. Also, my car's about ready to explode, so really hope I make it there now. Got one clinger. Think I'll probably shake him off. Yep, there he goes. Provided nothing crazy happens, yep, we did it. This isn't a red sports car, but I bet after some upgrades it's pretty nice. It's pretty quick to start, but the contrast always hurts at first. We're going a lot slower than we were a minute ago. But our very first run earned us $40 million. So the first thing we're gonna do are the tires. This thing's gonna get pretty tall. I feel like the tires are the upgrade you really need, probably more than anything else by themselves. Just because with them I feel like you really climb over stuff so much easier. And there's a lot of stuff to be climbed over. But also, let's redistribute that weight and keep on grinding. Well, it didn't take long to save up $120 million, so let's buy some engine, some transmission, and then probably just some fuel because things are really expensive, so we'll get 2 of those. But this thing's actually getting pretty fast. So with enough carefully orchestrated murder, we'll be at the finish line in no time. And I just realized I don't actually have any boost yet, but I do want that. This far into the game, a money crate's probably worth $50 million by itself, because there's 84 million for a single run. Cash crate was worth 25 million, so probably just more acceleration. Okay, the engine certainly helped because there's $110 million from a single drive. Probably means it's time for some boost, because I can make up for my lack of skills and thinking with just pure boost. This boost might carry me through. The ending is right there, I can see it. I guess we'll buy a little bit of fuel tank then. A broken engine is, well, apparently enough to stop me. Normally I make a little bit of fire work to my advantage, but today's just not my day. Probably need some armor then. Probably should have bought this a while ago because that gives me my saw, and that saw is really good for zombies. That saw actually made all the difference in the world because I got here and it wasn't even hard. We're finally making sense of getting further away from Florida, but if we were trying to get there, I feel like we're going a long way around. New stage means new tires. Bigger, better, badder. And this feels right. It feels right on so many levels. And my strategy of tires and boost seems to be working pretty well because we're already 3/4 of the way through this part of the level. And that was worth $185 million all by itself. So let's redistribute that weight again. You know, things are getting expensive when we have $50 million and can't afford a single upgrade. And we haven't really got a lot of the upgrades yet. Definitely missed a money crate there, but I have no idea how to get to it. That's when I feel like I'll just have to randomly land on after boosting for a while. Made it a little bit further, that was 133 million without any money crates at all. I was right about the money crate though. I was basically doing this and landed right on top of it. How do you get up there? I mean, I assume it's with a lot of boost, but we're gonna need to try that. Oh, my engine broke and I was so close to the money. We broke the $200 million mark for the first time. Maybe I should just be stupid and max out acceleration right away. Only another $300 million to go. Oh, I missed another money crate, but I was boosting so good. $250 million and I missed 2 money crates. This time though, pretty sure I'm gonna get it. Well, there's $500 million. $500 million. We're gonna spend 300 of that maxing out our engine for some reason, and then we're pretty much just gonna add a bunch of boosts. But we can now accelerate very quickly up to a very slow top speed. My engine just exploded because it's not armored, so we're just gonna get bigger tires anyway. Maybe also some higher top speed, because we do need to be able to cruise along on these big tires, and that feels much better. I feel like I'm just gonna float over top of most things now. And so far so good. These bigger tires are making a big difference. I feel like I just carry my speed a lot better at all times, whether I'm just driving or going through hordes of zombies or flying through the air. This might help me fly a long ways. I got one of those good bounces. Oh, we're so close. The gas station is just out of frame. Broke the engine again, but I've still got boost? Never mind. But I've been wrong before, so we're gonna armor the back of the car and hopefully that helps. Think I'm gonna make it? This one we did make, and I was running low on fuel. Definitely not a navigator, but I think we probably earned more boost because I really just want to fly through most of these levels. This one would be a good one to fly through because there's a lot of stuff on the ground. And look at the sky, it's so full of room. I think I should probably add a gun at this point just so we can clear out more of those zombies and damage the car less. Plus it just looks good. And it is nice if the gun gets the zombies out of the way so I don't have to manually take care of them. Managed to get pretty high up in the air there, as you could probably tell by the way I'm just hitting the ground now. And this part is just very confusing. Vertical shaft. This could be fun. Well, I'll give that a 5 out of 10. Pretty sure I managed to get 2 money crates on this one. 2 crates and a total of $560 million. So let's get some of these expensive ones out of the way. Weight, redistribution, and armor. Then all we need is transmission, gun, boost, and fuel. But with all this armor, it should be able to carry us a lot deeper and therefore more money every single run. We did get a new record by just a little bit, so there's $300 million for just a typical drive, with a little bit of vehicular homicide along the way, but here's an upgraded gun. And maybe also more top speed. That way we can get through this level quick. That felt like a pretty good boost. Never mind. Thought we were going higher than that. I have no idea how much money we spent on this, but it's certainly been billions of dollars. You're going to put another $305 million into the transmission, and then it's just the boost and the fuel tank to go. 6 more upgrades, and this thing's maxed. I really could have used that. We did get 1 cash crate for $150 million. That one would have been nice. Almost $500 million for a single run though, so let's boost it up all the way to max. And then we can even get 1 fuel tank. So it should be 1 more run before we're max upgraded. And hopefully this boost will carry us through most of this level in a big hurry, and it actually kind of seems to be working. At least until that happened. I really hope this is far enough for those upgrades, and it's not. So we're gonna have to do 1 more run because we're short by $32,000. But that's okay because I don't have to make it very far, and as soon as I get an opportunity to boost into the sky, I'm going to take it. Well, that didn't work out at all, but even this is probably far enough, so we're just gonna crash it right here. I can't even crash right. Okay, so the final fuel tank upgrade. So now we get extra power, fully upgraded. So now it's definitely faster. So we're just gonna cruise straight on through to the end, provided I don't do something stupid. Is this a good time for a boost? Nope, that's definitely a very big wall, and I'm crashed. Might be able to recover this. There we go. We're perfectly fine. We're halfway through the level with half a tank of fuel, but hitting the wall at light speed seems to have taken off most of my armor, so we'll see if we make it. Luckily for us, we've still got some boost, and that's surely going to do nothing but help us along the way. We're maybe going to use it here. I'm scared to use it now because I think I'm going to hit a wall and explode, but whatever. If it happens, it happens. And oh, we made it over. Are we going to make it? Wow, we actually made it. Cool. And we're on all 4 tires for once. Next we get to drive an SUV, but that's gonna have to wait.